This is a podcast that you want to come to where we're supporting all women who are going through different things or have gone through different things and want to stop by and encourage and say something that will uplift and inspire another female. So, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy this episode. I have like this whole issue, and I'm trying to talk through it because it seems like the word family is so misconstrued. Like people really take that word and don't mean it. Like um, it's just one of those things where it feels like we just call each other sister and brother, but we don't really mean it. Like, what is up with that? Why are we like that? Because in my mind, see, here's the thing: I never grew up with family, so in my mind, I've always thought that family had each other's back no matter what. Like, if you see your family member down, then you go and you help them, or you go and you console them, or you go and you encourage them, or just be there for them. Not not monetary wise, but like maybe in the sense of emotional support or mental support. But for some reason, the people who call people family aren't doing the deeds that family do. And I would just like to know what is up with that. Like, why is this even like? And then we get into these connections with people, and uh, some people, not all people, we get into connections with some people, and they only want to connect with you if it's beneficial to them and not you. Like, I don't never understand that part either because if we're going to be in any type of friendship or relationship or something, we need to benefit from each other. It should never be a one sided type of thing. And I see a lot of that happening. Like, I've been connected to people and I'm always connecting to people. I lived in foster care all my life. Like I've been to so many different homes in so many different cities, moved to several states, and I can honestly say like within the last maybe 10 years of my life, I have been in connection with people who only have a one-sided thing when it comes down to friendships or relationships. Like I never could understand that. I still don't understand that because is this really what family is? Is that what family really does? Like, I hate to have to, raise my kids up in an environment to where they don't know what a true family is, but they don't know what true friends are. And we have a lot of that going on to where you get connected with someone wants to be your friend, someone calls you, oh, your family now, and then you get into these relationships and friendships, and they are just one-sided. Perfect example. I am, or I used to be. Um, I used to go to this church, and I always go back to it because that was probably one of my first lessons on learning about the true meaning of people that call you family or the true actions of, you know, someone calling you family. So I used to go to this church, and when things started falling apart between me and my ex-husband, um, they kind of like dismissed me and my kids. Like I was staying at this hotel, and there were times where I thought about, jumping right off the bridge. Like I was literally standing at the bridge about to jump off several different times, and all I really wanted was some moral support. Like I didn't really, it was never really about the money. It wasn't even really to, it was not even really to complain about the stuff that I was going through, but I just needed a shoulder to cry on. And, these people, they were calling me family at one point in time when I was going to the church. And then when I stopped going and things started going crazy for me, they just like said, "Oh well, we're not going to deal with her right now. We're going to let her get through this by herself." And granted, it took me a long time. I ain't gonna say a long time, but it took me a minute to get through this by myself. But when I finally made it through, I started working for somebody who goes to the church. And then that person was real disrespectful to me, was talking to me all kinds of crazy, knowing that I don't know if they knew or not, but I had like some mental shit going on, or mental stuff going on where I was really suicidal. I thought about ending my life. I couldn't see myself out of what I was going through. And I wasn't making enough money to even hold down where I was staying at the hotel. They told me to go get a second job. They were paying me, way less than what I was supposed to be making, and just talking to me crazy. So I started flipping out about that, and then that's when the church people decided that, oh, we don't want anything to do with her. And I just remember being told that they were told not to talk to me. Like they were told not to talk to me, not to say nothing to me, don't comment on my Facebook stuff or none of that. And that was like one of those true meanings of when I first figured out, what family was really about. Like that's when I knew that, oh, okay, I understand now that what family is about. And then, not to mention that the people that I was so-called supposed to be in-laws, that's a whole other story because they just completely cut me off. And I can understand that because they didn't like me from the beginning. So, you could kind of understand why they wouldn't want nothing to do with you after the fact. And then my next experience of that was when I got into this modeling group when I first started modeling back in 2017. This lady was like, "This is sisterhood. We are a sisterhood. We support each other. We manifest and operate and build with each other." And the whole time that I was in this modeling group, not one time did I get any kind of support or anything. Like it was nothing happening for me. And she had her favorites, and I still deal with that to this day because I've been into a couple of other modeling groups to where they would say, "Oh, we're family. This is a family," but then you can't find them anywhere. You know what I mean? Like the last modeling group I was in, it was, "Oh, we family. We got your back. We help you with your business. We'll help you if you need help. Call on us. We can help you." And then you know, they would comment on, some of my Facebook stuff, slightly share some of my businesses, things that I was posting, and then eventually that just stopped. And then like there was just this whole bunch of favoritism going on in the group. So I'm just, trying to figure this whole thing out. Is this just some new modern day family crap where we cling on to the people that have been with us? We don't care about nobody else. We're not going to focus on any newcomers. If there's somebody that wants to join, we don't really care. They can join, but we're not going to show them the same love that we show our original folks. Like, I, I'm just confused. I'm really confused, and I don't understand it, which makes me push away from people so much because a real family is gonna stick together. When you are family, you stick together. You support each other, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, or just moral support. Period. Like encourage them. You let them know when they're done wrong, but you're not going to not be there for them regardless. You know what I mean? So that was just one of my things that I wanted to say because um, I have been dealing with this issue, because my real family that I did not grow up with, it's just, I've tried. I've tried with both sides of my family, with my mama's side and my daddy's side of the family. And on my dad's side, even with him, it's like pulling teeth to try to build some type of bond or friendship or relationship On my mama's side, me and my mother, we started talking like almost every day, at least every week, and I've forgiven her. I didn't grow up with her, but I forgave her. But I just don't, my thing is, I don't understand it, and I don't know how to deal with it within myself mentally because I want family. I want a real family. I want a family that no matter what, if I'm wrong, okay, you wrong, Octavia, but I still love you. I'm still gonna be there for you. Like I even had this one chick who I don't know. I've known her since my baby was born, right? And you would think that we supposed to be cool and kicking it or whatever, but she only really calls me when she needs something from me. She was calling my kids, her niece and nephew. But then when Christmas came around, the thing that pissed me off was she would say, "Oh, I got them something for Christmas. I got my niece and nephew something for Christmas." And when Christmas came around, it was some type of excuse, some type of bull crap. Whenever I needed a babysitter, she would complain about watching my kids, and then it was just a whole lot. So I just had to cut that off. Like we're not sisters. Don't call me your sister because I'm not your sister. Because you don't treat me like one, and so why should I continue this title? You know what I mean? But the moral of the story is like this whole we're friends, we're family. You're my sister, you're my brother. That has got to do better. It has got to be a whole lot better than what it is. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the wrong person. Maybe I shouldn't be connected to anybody because it seems like everybody that I get connected to, they treat me like I'm Cinderella and I get the scum of everything, or they just don't know my worth. They don't care about my worth. They don't care about my feelings, and they don't see me for who I really am. And then I lash out, and then everybody's like, "Oh, you're crazy. Oh no, something's wrong with you. You're too emotional. This, that, and the third." It's just, I don't know. But I said all that to say, like, know your worth, know your value, know who you are. That way, when people do come around and try to connect with you, that if you are not feeling it, you have the right to not be connected to that person or to not be attached to that person. Because people come around and sometimes they have the wrong intentions or they have the wrong agenda. And if you're a person who's trying to grow and trying to be at peace in your life and trying to excel and elevate in your life, you don't have to attach yourself to people like that. I refuse to be friends with anybody who's going to give me just one side, just a one-sided friendship. I refuse to be attached to people who want to call me sis and they don't give a crap about me. Like I refuse. I don't want it. I don't want to be a part of it. I could care less. You know what I mean? So, and at the age that I'm about to be 36. I've been through so much. I've met so many different people. I've seen so much stuff happening. I've witnessed stuff from other people's lives. I'm not going to be that person. I got a divorce because I refused to be in a marriage with someone who kept cheating on me. And it sounds crazy, but I was not about to keep doing it. If every year that we've been married, you're going to cheat on me, no, I'm good. There was no point of me being married. Like there was no point of us being married because I got married for commitment, for stability, and there was no stability or commitment in that whole entire marriage. So like people think I was crazy for that. I could care less. I'm a great person. I'm a good woman, and I refuse to be settling for anything less than that. You're not going to treat me less than that. I've cut off friendships and relationships because people didn't see the value, and I will continue to do that. But that was my whole moral support. The whole slam of things is you can't allow yourself to be in relationships and be in friendships with people that only want what they want out of you and don't want to give back. Relationships and friendships and anything is a give and take. give and take. You give, you take, you give, you take. It's not just take, and don't give. I don't agree with that. That's just my philosophy on that. But there's principles and morals in relationships and friendships and bonding and connections and attachments. And if people don't understand that, then you should not have to deal with that. And that's just me. But thank you for listening. And next week we'll have a different episode talking about something different. I'm just going to continue with my episodes because I've been reaching out to people, asking people if they want to be a guest on the show to tell their story. And I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to beg people. I'll just talk about whatever I feel like I should talk about until someone decides, hey, I would like to be a guest on your podcast. That's it. But I'm going to continue this because I started this for this reason. I started my podcast, Real Life, Real Talk. I started that for a reason, to talk about things that is, that's on your mind and in your heart, things that you would like other people to hear. So, thank you for listening and have a great day.